Roman Reigns is back, and WWE has just confirmed one of the biggest matches of the year. Yes, the Tribal Chief himself will step back into the squared circle on August 31st at Clash in Paris, and his opponent is none other than the powerhouse Bronson Reed. The announcement broke earlier today, and the wrestling world is absolutely buzzing. Social media is in overdrive, fans are stunned, and legends of the business are already debating what this means for Roman's legacy. This isn't rumor. This isn't speculation, it's 100% official. Roman Reigns vs. Bronson Reed is happening, and it's going to shake the very foundation of WWE. Now let's set the stage. Roman Reigns has not been a regular fixture on weekly television since his monumental WrestleMania 41 main event in Las Vegas. That night was supposed to be the peak of his dominance, and many wondered whether it marked the end of his legendary run. 4 months since then, fans have been desperate for news. Would Roman return? If so, when? And most importantly, who would be worthy to stand across the ring from him? There was speculation about Seth Rollins. There were rumors about Cody Rhodes trying again to finish the story. Some even predicted a showdown with a member of the Bloodline itself. But all those guesses have now been put to rest. The answer is Bronson Reed. And make no mistake, this is not just another match. This is personal. Over the past several weeks, Roman has found himself embroiled in a bitter feud with The Vision, a faction led by Seth Rollins. The group has been causing chaos on Raw, targeting the Bloodline and anyone associated with Roman, and at the center of this storm has been Bronson Reed, a man who is quickly proving himself as one of WWE's most dangerous rising stars. Reed hasn't just attacked Roman physically, he's mocked him, humiliated him, and even stolen his shoes after a beatdown. That act of blatant disrespect earned him the nickname Tribal Thief among fans, and if there's one thing Roman Reigns will not tolerate, it's being disrespected. This past week on Raw, everything came to a head. The main event was an Extreme Rules match between Jey Uso and Braun Breaker. The match was pure chaos, but the entire arena erupted when Roman's music hit. The Tribal Chief marched down to the ring, destroyed the Vision's plans, and helped Jey pick up a massive win. But Roman wasn't done. Standing in the center of the ring, with the crowd chanting his name, he called out Bronson Reed directly. He didn't wait for a storyline build-up. He didn't wait for management. He made the challenge himself, one-on-one, at Clash in Paris. Minutes later, Raw General Manager Adam Pearce went on social media to make it official. The video spread like wildfire, and in seconds, the internet was set on fire. For Bronson Reed, this is the biggest opportunity of his career. Facing Roman Reigns on such a massive stage could catapult him from promising star to main event player overnight. For Roman, this is about more than just another victory. This is about re-establishing his dominance, proving that even after months away from the weekly grind, he remains untouchable. It's about reminding the world that he doesn't fight for shoes, nicknames, or petty rivalries. He fights for championships, family, and legacy. Now let's rewind for a moment. Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed have already crossed paths once before. At SummerSlam, Roman teamed with Jey Uso to battle Reed and Braun Breaker. That night, it was the Bloodline who stood tall, with Roman delivering a spear followed by Jey's USO splash to pin Reed. But if you think Reed has forgotten that loss, think again. He has been obsessed with redemption ever since, and now he gets his chance in a one-on-one match that could change everything. What makes this clash even more fascinating is the bigger picture. The Bloodline saga is still very much alive. Solo Sikoa has been carving his own path. Jimmy Uso has been unpredictable, and the newly arrived Jacob Fatu has added even more chaos to the family dynamic. The empire that Roman built is more volatile than ever, and the timing of this match couldn't be more dramatic. Will the Bloodline rally behind Roman, as they always have in the past? Or will we see cracks widen, leaving Roman vulnerable at the worst possible time? Could an external threat like Bronson Reed take advantage of that instability and do what no one else has been able to do, topple the Tribal Chief? And let's not forget just how dominant Roman has been, from his days in the Shield, through his transformation into the head of the table, to his historic championship reign. Roman has defined this era of WWE. He's beaten everyone placed in front of him: Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Edge, Daniel Bryan, the list goes on and on. Every time fans thought they found the man to dethrone him, Roman proved them wrong. That's why this announcement feels seismic, because for the first time in a long time, there's real doubt about whether Roman can overcome this challenge. Bronson Reed is no ordinary opponent. He's a wrecking ball. His size, his power, his relentlessness, it's a style that Roman hasn't faced in quite some time, and he's not intimidated by the aura of the Tribal Chief. In fact, he's already put Roman on the mat multiple times. That alone makes him a different kind of threat. Add in the psychological warfare, the stolen shoes, the taunts, the nickname Tribal Thief, and you have a match that is layered with tension. From a business perspective, WWE has struck gold. Clash in Paris was already shaping up to be a historic event, but adding Roman Reigns instantly elevated it to must-see status. Tickets are selling fast, merchandise numbers are expected to spike, and global media outlets are already covering the announcement. That's the power of Roman Reigns. He's not just a WWE superstar, he's a global icon, one of the few names in wrestling that transcends the industry. Whenever Roman steps into the ring, it becomes more than just a match, it becomes an event. Veterans of the business have been quick to give their takes. Some say Bronson Reed has exactly what it takes to push Roman to his absolute limits, that his size and hunger make him the perfect challenger. Others are confident that this is just another test that Roman will overcome, another chance for him to prove why he's the greatest of his generation. These split opinions only add to the anticipation. Fans are divided, debates are raging across social media, and everyone is talking about August 31st. And here's the thing, Roman Reigns himself has remained almost completely silent since the announcement. He hasn't cut a long promo, he hasn't posted on social media, he hasn't needed to. The mere confirmation of his return has done all the talking, but insiders close to Roman have suggested that he sees this as one of the most important matches of his career, not because of championships or records, but because of what's at stake personally. Bronson Reed has disrespected him in a way few others have dared, and Roman wants to make an example out of him. The road to Clash in Paris is now set to be filled with drama, intensity, and unforgettable moments. Every Raw leading up to the event will be must-watch television. Will Reed continue to taunt Roman? Will the Vision try to ambush him again? Will members of the Bloodline get involved? And if so, which side will they be on? The build-up alone promises to be just as exciting as the match itself. So let's boil it down. On August 31st, in front of a global audience, Roman Reigns will step back into the ring against Bronson Reed. If Roman wins, he re-establishes his dominance and silences all doubters, proving once again why he is the head of the table. But if he loses, if Bronson Reed somehow pulls off the unthinkable, it could mark the beginning of the end of Roman's empire. The stakes don't get higher than this. This is not just another match. This is a seismic moment in WWE history, the kind of match that will define legacies, shift storylines, and be remembered for years to come. Whether you're cheering for Roman to continue his legendary run, or whether you're rooting for Reed to shock the world, one thing is certain, you won't want to miss Clash in Paris. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, the Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief. Legacy, pride, and dominance on the line. History will be made on August 31st, and the entire wrestling world will be watching. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more updates as we head down the road to Clash in Paris. Trust me, you won't want to miss a single development leading up to what could be the match of the year.